ask you, how do you think that the events in Israel this week have played out in the region, which is already concerned with what's called the war on terror?
Well, you see, it's the whole mood is of terrorism anyway in the whole area, be it coming from the Israeli side or coming from Osama bin Laden, or it is all terrorism at the end of the day. What needs to be done to address all this, I think, is to look at the basic things. We say to the Israelis, come on, let's sit down, talk together, live together, solve our problems in peace, not by shooting each other. You see, a minister is a human being, just like the 10-year-old girl or like the other people who are dying every single day, simply because he's a minister. And he actually is one of the ministers that is known for his fanatism. I condemn any killing, a minister or in New York or a 10-year-old girl. It's all killing. They're all human beings at the end of the day.
Hami, let me ask you, in terms of what you were writing in your column in Ma'ariv, in terms of what you were seeing elsewhere in the Israeli press, is there a view now, do you think, that the time has come to end contact with Mr. Arafat, to forget about trying to move forward this way?
Well, I wouldn't say that that is the overall mood. I think opinions in Israel, as they always are divided. The polls that were carried out this week, even in the wake of the assassination, showed the Israeli public more or less split down the middle, with half advocating an all-out war against Arafat and the other half advocating an acceleration of the peace process. I would say, however, that the country was genuinely shocked by the assassination of Ze'evi, not so much because of his personality and not so much because he is a minister, but rather this was seen as an affront and something which damaged Israel's democratic institutions, its very sovereignty. The question was not here whether a minister's life is worth more or less than a 10-year-old girl's. Obviously, one cannot quantify such things. The problem was that this was a strike at the heart of the Israeli establishment, and Israelis reacted accordingly.
Baria, let me ask you one last question. Any reason, any mood for optimism?
I think there should always be reason for optimism. And if I may say something to my friend over there, I think it is not, as he said, if it's a minister or not. And it's not always that the people of Palestine have to be on the receiving end of whoever mood is. The story and the cause is bigger than Sharon, is bigger than Arafat. And Arafat has always been accused of all the terrorists, if you call them between brackets, and we call them freedom fighters, as a matter of fact. It is bigger than both people. This is a cause for a whole people, the people of Israel and the people of Palestine. So unless and until we get a just, and I mean a just and lasting peace, and you know, the cause is going to go on, and you're going to have more terrorism.
Thank you, Baria Alamuddin of Al Hayat and Hami Shalav of Ma'ariv in Jerusalem. Thank you both for joining us. That's this edition of International Correspondence. I'm Sheila.